Hello, everybody. E here. I have a new idea. Um, I don't know how I'm going to implement it. We're just going to jump right into it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a reading journal live, and then I will be posting the videos on the channel, edited to like the best parts, and then I'm going to chop it up into shorts and all that stuff because shorts are really popping right now. But the main reason I'm doing this, and the main reason I had this idea, I was talking to my wife Shell, and I was like, the part of the problem with working as much as we are and reading, other than sight issues, I'll get to that in a second. Um, the biggest problem is remembering picking up where I left off in the book. I have problems if I don't read huge chunks of a book at one time. I can't remember what exactly went on. It's probably because I have a touch of autism. I have ADHD. I have dyslexia, all this stuff. And now I have geographic atrophy, which we'll talk about in just a second. We talked about it a lot yesterday. But yeah, so I figured I'd do a reading journal where I will come on here. I'm not going to be reading from the book, but I will come on here and talk about what I read. And then during the editing process, I'm going to be able to chop it up and do short content and video content for the channel. And then at the end, finally do a review of the book. So what this video is literally just going to be me talking about the book. I'm going to be reading some lines that really struck a chord with me. I'm going to be talking about what I love, what I dislike, all that stuff. Luckily, I don't have anything I dislike yet. In fact, this book has This book has got me super excited for reading again, and it's exactly what I needed. It is the perfect subgenre. But anyways, we're talking about The Hollow Kind by Andy Davidson. Hello, everybody. I'll be with you in a little bit. Let me get this beginning part out. So yeah, I read 40 pages last night. It was a struggle. The first 20 pages, especially. I have what's called geographic atrophy, or GA. Basically, the vision in my left eye is now curved. So if I look at something like a straight line, I'll see like a bubble, like the line's pregnant. What happens when I read, I also have dyslexia. So it's mostly just sight words for me. Like I've trained my brain to understand, because I read and write so much. I've trained my brain to understand that this jumble of letters over here is this word. This jumble of letters over here is this word. Now I'm having to like tilt my head and keep my head moving while I'm reading. Otherwise, the letters blurred together. Yesterday, I had several foibles, and it's only black text on white paper that I'm having huge issues with. If it's a black background with white letters or any other color letters, except for black, of course, I'm not having any issues with that. So, I read the first 20 pages, and I was literally exhausted, tired of, moving around, trying to figure it out. But then it got easier, and I was able to read the next 20 pages in half the time it took me to read the first 20 pages. So The Hollow Kind is one of my favorite subgenres. Is anytime there's an evil ancient entity or whatever underneath a town or a house or so on and so forth. And this book opens with a fucking bang. Right off the jump, you get an idea of what we're dealing with. It's not a flashback, but it's something that happens in 1988, I believe. And I will be chopping this up into the pages that I read every day. So expect every day that I read, I will be here. Well, I will be here the day after to talk about what I read. So the very first, I guess you'd call it a prologue. It's not really I don't know. Maybe it is. The book jumps around in time. It's 1988, September 7th. It opens up with this man named Redfern. And there's something going on in the house. His life is in danger. He's setting things on fire. Like I said, this is the very first chapter of the book. But I wanted to also read an excerpt from this. No spoilers. But we already know that there's something that lives underneath the house or underneath the town or whatever. That's in the synopsis. That's in the description. So I want to read you guys how the exact paragraph that I knew this was going to be the book for me. All right, it's on page 4 of this edition of the book. I believe it's the first edition hardcover. Nigh a century you've been here, old friend, old enemy, old god upon your throne of dirt and blood. Your voice, the wind in the pines to me. Are you weak from all these lean years of hunger? Ill fed on possums and rats, snakes and toads? Will you beg me now when you speak my name? Oh, if I had if I had more time, I'd starve you right out of the goddamned earth. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So it goes on, other things happen in that very short chapter. It's only like 4 pages, but there's just more of that. Andy Davidson is a wordsmith. His the cadence, his structure, the way he writes. I've long said this. Good writing is giving the reader a beat to dance to, and I don't mean literally. Even though I do suggest with your writing to make it flow as easy as possible, put some music on and try to sing your sentences. And if you can get a good cadence going, you're heading in the right direction. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes we have to, we have to do the standard, the standard stuff. But give people something to catch their attention. Give them something to dance to. All right. So the next thing I have here is, oh no. All right, it's page 6. All right. Here's another line for you. From hell's heart to his own, no great distance in the end. Ooh, boy. What are you doing to us? What are you doing to us? So good, so good. All right, page 16 now. Page 16. I need to get those little sticker tabs. That's what I need to do. So the next section is from an individual named Nellie, her perspective and her son Max's perspective, and it switches to 1989, June 30th. Okay, so it jumps ahead in time from 88 to 89, and Nellie is Redfern's granddaughter. I believe it's kind of murky right now who's related, doing what and whatnot. I'm pretty sure it's grandfather. But she's on the run. This is another one of my tropes that I enjoy. People on the run from like abusive relationships and whatever, or trying to start a new life and experiencing horror in the new place too. So they're stuck out in the woods. I won't tell you how, but they're stuck out in the woods trying to get to the house that Redfern has left for them, trying to get out to the house. And the vehicle has broken down, and she's debating whether or not they're going to sleep in the truck or walk the next half mile to the house. It's out in the dark. I won't tell you what happened, but it was a very tense situation that led up to that moment. And the child asks, can we get over that? You're going to have to read it to understand what that is. And they're going back and forth. She's stuck in her head. Is like, I don't know whether we should go on or whether we should stay here. And the boy says, no, sorry. She says, how does a shark stay alive? She asked the boy. It keeps moving. Given the context, it might not sound like anything great now, but given the context of that scene, that was a wonderful piece of dialogue. It might sound vague, but it is the perfect succinct way of getting into those characters' heads and knowing that they are going to do whatever it takes to progress, to move forward from the situation that they're in. And I love the relationship between Nellie and Max already. It's absolutely fantastic. Again, the writing in here, I read The Boatman's Daughter, which is, I believe, the book before this, or maybe even before this. I don't know. But Andy Davidson is a wordsmith. He's amazing. And if you haven't read him, I highly recommend The Boatman's Daughter, and I already recommend this one. So we're caught up. I can go to chat now and talk with you guys, but that's my idea. Spend 5-10 minutes getting my thoughts out, then chopping those up into shorts, and then also editing the video to put it out on the channel as a video. Also, the last 2 episodes of RoboCop are finally coming. As soon as I get done with this, I'm going to upload those for those of you that are interested in the video game content. But that's all for today. Until next time, I have been E, you have been you. This has been the first episode of Reading Journal. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I'm not gone. I'm not gone. I just wanted to do that as the outro so I don't have to film an outro. Okay? I should have warned you guys ahead of time. But yeah, book is fucking amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. And I'm excited to jump back into it. So what I'm going to try to do, I don't know if you can see the darker lines here, but it's chopped up into pretty short parts. And today I'm hoping to get to part 2. Trying to find the... Yeah, I'm hoping to get to part 2, which is on page 73. So that'd be another, 33 pages that I can read today. Can e-readers change background color to help? Yeah, but I don't enjoy reading on a Kindle. People were talking about how audiobooks made them sleepy. And that's what reading on a ebook does to me. It kind of like, I don't know. I like the tactile feeling of a book in my hands. And if I do an ebook, I'm just sitting there with my phone. I'm on my phone all damn day long. Even beforehand, nowadays I work DoorDash, so I'm literally on my phone all day. Then I come home and I do, I talk to people on Discord. I text back. I'm always on my phone. The only time that I'm not on my phone is when I'm playing video games or hanging out with the fam or streaming. I'm always doing something else just to get away from my phone. But yeah. So Kindle ain't for me, really, but when I do read on Kindle, I read in dark mode. So it's a black background with white text, but I've always been like that. I've never tried, but that's a good question. I know I've changed font size and stuff. You can change it to black, yellow, even like a very, very like aqua green. No, sunglasses don't help. No. Sunglasses, what's going on with my eye? I can't even wear glasses for this. Because it's an anomaly in my vision. It's not a lack of vision, it's an anomaly. So it makes the words jumble, and because I have dyslexia, the words jumble anyway. So yeah, it does suck. It does. Yeah, I battle sleepy with audiobooks. I have that. Yeah, yep. Exactly. But yeah, I've thought about the whole ebook thing. And I just don't want to be on my phone all the time. But it is a good idea, and you can do that. What up, Viking? How you doing? Man, I'm so happy to be reading again. Last night I just felt this overwhelming sense of joy. This joy that I'm finally back. I'm finally reading and enjoying it again. And it feels like it feels like I'm home. I've been away for so long. In my own head, I've been away from the stuff that I love for so long. I mean, it's been since December that I've had to go back to work, and it's been nothing but work since then. I have had no real downtime. Even when I stream a video game, I'm with you guys. I'll play a game for about an hour, maybe by myself, and I'll be like, "Hey, this is cool. This is something I want to play I want to play for you guys or hang out with you and play." So then I do that. I'm so happy to thank you, Kat. Thank you, Jimmy. It feels good. It feels good to be back in my element. And that's one of the things that I was talking about in the last hangout and chat was I don't know where I'm at in life. I don't know what to do. I'm kind of lost, and I finally feel like I found my way home. So yeah, I'm thrilled. I'm excited. I'll probably do these reading journals. Well, I'm gonna do the reading journals the day after I read. So I'm gonna go out now, and when we get done here, I'll probably be live for another 15 minutes just so we can hang out and chat. But I will read the next 30 pages. I'll come back here and talk about it tomorrow. I'll do a quick 30-minute live stream, talk about it, and then I will spend, after I get done reading, I will chop that up. Since we're working mornings with DoorDash, I have the afternoons free, which is why you're seeing more of me now. But I know I need videos up. I know I need content up. It's just a matter of having the time, the energy, and all that stuff to actually, do these things. And now that I'm excited about it, unless I start spiraling again, now that I'm excited about it, it's going to be so much easier. I hate to say that, I hate to ask, but if you're out there and you're watching, please click like or dislike. You can even click dislike. I don't care. Just to boost the engagement on this. You can share it if you want to. I don't know why you would share this video, but definitely share the videos that I'm going to be uploading. But like the stream, please, and just keep talking. All YouTube cares about, all they care about is engagement. It doesn't even have to be positive. It can be negative. It can be thumbs down. It could be, I'm tired of your fat ass. That is fine. I don't care. Just interact. Because they're short updates, you could upload. Exactly. But I'd have to do another one. I'd have to do another account because my TikTok right now is only for Earl. And I don't want to put in too much effort onto TikTok because I'm 100% positive that they're not going to sell and they're going to end up getting banned here in the States. And I'm not jumping through all those damn VPN stuff. Yeah, anyways. How long are YouTube Shorts? A minute. You can post up to 10 minutes and some people 30 minutes on TikTok. Hey, Alec, how you doing? So you guys like the idea? I like the idea. I like this reading journal idea. I really do. I need to cut my hair, old balding Bruce Willis, chunky Bruce Willis. Doing good. How are you, E? I'm doing fantastic today. I'm doing absolutely wonderful. We did not get blown away in last night's storms. In fact, we all slept right through it. It came through about between 3 and 5 a.m. We didn't have any damage, no trees down or anything, no tornadoes. So we're all doing good here. Everything is good. So, but how are you guys doing? What are you guys reading? That's another thing that I want to do is just keep this going. You know, keep the passion and the excitement up. Another thing is, so many people came into the stream yesterday and even before that talking about they're in a reading slump. That it's not even necessarily that they're tired of reading. It's just they don't have either the time, the energy, or whatever. And it got me thinking, maybe I can inspire people to get back into it. Maybe I can, be a shining light in the darkness. I don't fucking know. I love helping people. So if you're having problems with reading, why not pick up a book right now or when you get done here or whatever? You can read while you listen to me. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Go ahead and pick it up, but pick up something fun because that's what worked for me. I was stuck in like this literary, depressing, thematic element. Like, I wanted all the great writing and the darkness and all that stuff. And it put me in a weird place because my life was dark too. Before I was happy and the darkness kept me balanced. Now it's all darkness. So I needed something fun. And while this book is very dark, it's a lot of fun. If you go look at the look inside. Go look at the look inside for The Hollow-Kind by Andy Davidson. Go look at this book. Check the look inside. And if you don't fall in love with the writing, if you don't have fun reading that opening chapter, then don't ever listen to me again. My hair is awkward stage. I'm growing. I saw. Yeah, every change of style is going to have that awkward phase. But yeah, keep doing you. You're reading Hell Followed With Us, Unmasking Autism. Hell Followed With Us. Is that a war? Is that a war book? Hell Followed With Us. Snails and Slugs. I love that you're researching snails and slugs. It's giving Haley. Yeah. I just started reading The One by John Mars. It's okay. Yeah. But what if I want to write? Do that too. Do all the writing and the reading. Do it. We're making a comeback, goddammit. We're making a fucking comeback. We are doing this. We're gonna get excited about this again. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna talk about books and play games. I'm not giving up on the games. I'm sorry. For those of you out there being like, why the hell does he keep playing games? Because it's the best way for me to get my stories. The best way right now. I finished Wizard and Glass. I'll pick a book off my Kindle tomorrow. Hell yeah. What'd you end up thinking of Wizard and Glass, Jimmy? I'm also writing 2 projects at the moment. That's what I'm talking about. If you're just joining us, please click the like button. It helps out. Or click the dislike button. I don't care one way or another. It helps. Let's see here. By Andrew Joseph White. Gotcha. It's a YA fantasy queer autistic trans boy MC own voice. Wow. First off, that's a mouthful. That is an absolute mouthful. YA fantasy queer autistic trans boy MC own voices author. Wow. That's a lot of stuff to be putting on a blurb. If you don't fall in love with the writing, check out the Hunks author page. Yeah. So we were talking about this yesterday, but look at this absolutely gorgeous specimen of a human being. Andy, you pretty dude. You pretty. Guys don't hear that often enough. You're beautiful. You're a beautiful dude. I had no idea that you were beautiful. And that's just dude to dude. I ain't trying to get in them cheeks. I'm just saying you're a beautiful dude. Very good looking guy. Very good looking guy, Alec. You want to start reading Doomakey soon? Go for it. Let's go. Yes, but you can see why my autistic trans man has wanted to read it. Yes. 100%. I just started. I'm having problems with that one. I see, and there's nothing you can do about it, Kat. I'm having problems with the first word. All I see is a pair angels. And I don't really see angels. I see ANLS. So I'm guessing unless you get something anals. I mean fair play. If you like the brown eye punched, that's fine. But I'm just saying that's what I see. And I'm hoping it's angels. Well, no. I mean, I hope it's the other one because good for you living your best life. But that's what I see. A pair anal is what I see. And unless you are putting pairs up there, and that's not hygienic. I'm just saying, maybe get one of those wax pairs. It's got the flared base, right? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. All right, best-selling author gets killed, and a writing retreat is involved somehow. Enter my PI character, Randy Bagger. Randy Bagger. That's giving Fanny Pounder. That's what that's giving. That's giving Ben Dover. That's what that's giving. Religious 2, which so is my main work. That's cool. That's very cool. Made up shit in mine, whereas not so much in hell followed with us. Got you. Okay. It was a good installment, but I feel like we didn't get anywhere. No, that's the problem. Can you imagine waiting that long for the books? I can't remember. I always get it wrong. So let me Google before Josh calls me up and goes, dude, why don't you ever Google this shit? How many years between the Wastelands and Wizard and Glass? Bro. There's nobody talking about how many years. It was a grip. Hang on, let me go to his fucking wiki, I guess. Actually. All right. 1991. 1997. Okay, can you imagine waiting? And then we didn't get any more of them until 2000. So you had to wait 6 years. You had to wait 6 years between those books. All right, 6 years between those books, and then you didn't even get Wolves of the Kala until 2000, I believe. Let me check. I don't want to be wrong. Josh gets mad at me. All right. 2003. I was wrong again. What is wrong with my brain meat? Anyways, then you had to wait till 2003. 2003. Another 6 fucking years. All right. I love Doomickey. Doomickey is one of my favorites. It's top 20 easy. His middle name should be with a T. Jimmy. Stop it. Randall J. Baggerbottom the third. Kat, are you laughing at me? I just joined. What did I miss? You're gonna have to scrub back because I talked a lot about the first 40 pages of this book, and now we're just goofing off for the next, 15, 30 minutes, something like that. I have no idea. I just made up the name. Randy Bagger. Do you not? I'm just saying, Alec, that's like Yo Nesba's detective book with Harry Hole, but it's spelled Harry Hole, Hole. I'm just saying, maybe rethink Randy Bagger because Randy means something, and so does Bagger. And those two things together in slang, it sounds like a joke. So if it's not a joke, I thought it was a joke. I'm sorry. I thought it was something that you were doing. I know you're writing. I know you're writing it. I know that's your character's name, but I thought it was like an inside joke that his name was Randy Bagger. Both of those are sexual. So just keep that in mind. Just trying to save you some unintentional comedic timing. Okay. I have 126 pages so far. I ain't changing the name now. I can then Alec comes on and says, I can change the name. I'm sorry. Love you, Alec. I'm sorry. But yeah, just be careful. Because like I said, it's giving Fanny Pounder. It's giving Ben Dover. Randy Bagger. I mean, it's right there. The jokes write themselves. That's why I don't like starting new TV shows. Could have to wait a decade for it to finish. This is true. Yeah. We waited with Breaking Bad. We waited with Ozark. We waited pretty much every single show that we've been watching. We've waited. The Brother's Son is one of the first shows, and Beef. But they were limited series. Well, Beef was a limited series. The Brother's Son was just a series. I thought it was a limited series. That's why we started it. Like, we watching it, and I didn't expect another season, but then it ended on not a cliffhanger, but they could have done it, and then it got canceled. So when you do get excited for new content, it doesn't mean you're going to get any more of it. But at least Fallout got renewed. I guess we better get a fucking Deathclaw in the next season. That's all I'm saying. I love Fallout series. I absolutely adored it. Walton Goggins, amazing as the ghoul. Perfect. I loved the flashbacks. I loved everything with him in it. Everybody else was great too. But yeah, definitely. You thought it was on purpose too? I thought so. Chase, I ain't got no money for you. Leave me alone. I can goof off for a bit until concert time. Rad. And you're seeing Avatar, right? I hope you have a wonderful night. Oh, geez, I didn't pick up on that. I'll change the name. Definitely, if you want him to be taken seriously, definitely change it. And you can do you know how to do Control F? Do you know how to do a find and replace? I don't know why I'm playing with your boobs, Alec, but do you know how to do that? Yeah, okay, good. I'm glad. All right, I was going to walk you through it if not. I wasn't trying to be like, you don't know shit. No. Actually called The Mysterious Case of... There it is again. Fuck it. Hang on. Can I can copy and paste it and put it into Word and make it huge. That's what she said. Give me just a second. Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay, never mind. I'll put it in. I can't put it in my phone. I'll email it and then zoom in. That's what I'll do. I have to sign into my Word account again, and I don't want to be arsed with that. All right. Control V. Hang on. Apple Turn Angels? Is that it? I'm guessing that's it. Alperton Angels? At least I know it's not a pair anal. That's why I liked Midnight Mass and Hill House. One and done. True. Yeah. I wish we had more of that. But thank you guys for all the likes. I appreciate it. If you're just coming in, any engagement helps. Whether or not you want to comment, like, dislike, any kind of comments, all that stuff. I appreciate you. Avatar is fun. Yeah, I know. Okay, yeah, I already read all that. My favorite reads are Apocalypse and Religious Horror. In case you were interested, hell yeah. Religious horror, it has to be done right though. For me, with the religious horror, it can't be like, just like a cross or just like saying God's name. Power of Christ compels you. I don't. If it's a religious fix, I don't care too much for that. But if it's like, let's say, no, I don't want to say that because I use that myself. Okay, so my book Life After Dane is about a woman, a devout Christian who raised a serial killer, and her fighting with the fact that she used her religion as a crutch. So I like that kind of religious horror. But if it's like demons and angels or whatnot, yeah, I miss me with that. Buddy Christ, yes. That's how I'd pronounce it. I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, that's how that Alperton Angels, Alperton, something like that. Anyways, ever seen the movie Dogma? Yeah. One of your favorite films. I love Dogma, but Chasing Amy is the shit. Chasing Amy is my jam. So what I'm going to do, for those of you just joining us, what I'm going to do is, if you scrub all the way back to the beginning, you will see me talking about this, and then I do my intro, I do my outro, and then we'll hang out for a little while after these. I'm going to be doing this. It's going to be hard to find, Cat. It's not on any streaming services, and they don't even make the Blu-ray and DVD anymore. You got to get it secondhand because the Weinstein Company is holding it for ransom against Kevin Smith, the director. So, yeah. It's going to be a hard find, but maybe you can find it secondhand if it's not too expensive. The whole movie is up on YouTube. Kevin Smith probably put it up on YouTube. Oh, yeah. Chasing Amy is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's just so good. I love the ending because it should have ended like that. It should have ended like that. So it was just unrealistic that they were going to save it after that. You know what I mean? I don't want to give any spoilers, but it was very unrealistic. It would have been very unrealistic had they saved it. Yep, we watched Dogma on YouTube. Well, that's good at least, but Kevin Smith has told people to pirate the movie. He literally said, "I'm not making any money off of it. The Weinsteins are holding it for ransom, and you watch the movie however the fuck you want to." And I respect him for that. I'm not repeating that, but that's great. And then yeah. I'm a minority of a minority of a minority. What's a newbie? Whose book, Cat? Oh, you talking about Holokind? Holokind, 100%. If that's what you're talking about, I am so very, very, very happy that I started with that one. I am so very happy. God, all these damn emails. I know I owe y'all money. I'm broke. Leave me alone. Why your boy ain't seen this many creditors wanting money since fucking early 2000s. I thought I was done with all that nonsense, but surprise, 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 surprise. I like the realization of Jason Lee in the club. It cracks me up every time. Yeah. Jason Lee was amazing in everything he did with Kevin Smith. All right. Oh, it's okay, Ty. I'm in good spirits, and we're making ends meet. That's all I care about. That's all I've ever cared about. I don't need to be rich. I don't need to be famous. I don't need to have a lavish, extravagant lifestyle. I've been homeless 3 times. 3 times. So yeah, I just don't want that to happen again. I wrote an essay, especially not with my kids and my wife, so we will do everything in our power to fight to stay afloat. I wrote an essay about chasing Amy on my blog. I was writing a movies you should see series. Cool. I'm struggling a bit now thanks to needing a new car right before top surgery. So trying to pay that all off will take me a long time. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a considerable chunk of change. Definitely. I'm hot. It is hot out here. The tornado came through and now it's just muggy and nasty outside. It's like breathing warm soup. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to monetize this hoe. No. Oh well, it don't matter. I probably won't make any money off this one anyways. It'll be the videos that I upload. My credit score recently took a nosedive, but I'm still okay right now. Mine is, I think, in the 200s. I didn't even think that was possible. Let's see here. Out. Okay, it says ouch. I was trying to read what I need to put this in dark mode. Hang on. Okay. All right, we're good now. I usually have it in dark mode. I don't know why it was in light mode. But also I'm thinking about, so what, you guys have any reference for this? What are like popular like social media platforms now? Because Blue Sky seems a little not great. Like it's fine, there's no issues with it, but I don't seem to see much engagement over there. Twitter's a fucking dumpster fire. It has been for years. No, I'm talking about born again Christian raising. Oh yeah, it definitely check it out if you if you're interested. It does have very strong religious themes, but it is not pro religion. So keep that in mind. I don't want you to go in there, expecting a positive thing and not getting it. So my nose is itching. I didn't know 200s was possible either. Yeah, I think the last time I checked it was 250 something. I thought the lowest it could go was 300. Hang on, let me see. Let me see if I'm just special and unique. How low can your credit score go? It is 300 to 850. Hang on, let me open up. Maybe I looked at it wrong. Maybe it's my eyeballs again. Let me open up credit wise. I don't want to see this. I don't know what it was, but it's 313 right now. I'm in Alabama. Cat. You're finally done with Twitter, so I don't know. Frailty is amazing. God, it's so good. So good. It's one of those movies that I'm always like, you haven't seen that? Let's unfuck that right this second. Still major ouch, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, it's 313. I don't know. I might have just saw it wrong. But yeah, it was up to 750 before December. And then, when all the monetary bullshit happened, I had to let all the cards go. Now I get over 100, and that's not an exaggeration, over 100 phone calls a day from Chase, Credit, Capital One, Prosper, Mercury, and Mission Lane. Yeah. So I get over 100 phone calls a day. Each one calls me once every hour between 12 and 8 p.m. But I don't want to talk about my money shenanigans. I'm going through bankruptcy, so they're just going to keep on calling. But it is what it is. And the funniest part is I literally just got an email because I logged into Experian. I just got an email from Experian, and it says your new credit card matches are waiting for you. who gonna give me a credit card with a rating with a credit score of 313? Who gonna do that? Who? I have 5 maxed out credit cards, over $15,000 in debt that I have not paid since December. Who the hell is gonna give me? Oh yeah, I block them, but they still end up leaving a voicemail. Like, you can't permanently block them. Your phone won't ring. But also, these companies are using robo-dialers. So even if you block one, like Discover doesn't use robo-dialers. They all call from the same number. Fingerhut calls from the same number. Chase calls some from 3 different numbers. But then Capital One calls every single time they call me, it's a different number. Predatory lend. No, they were good. I mean, my APR on all of them was below 12%. So, I mean, it's one of them, the Discover card was 7% because my credit was so good. I had such a great rating. I've had these cards for over a decade. I've never been late once. And now they're all like, is something wrong? Yeah, I have no monies. I'm an old lady, so probably out of touch, but I use YouTube and Reddit. Reddit scares the absolute ass off me. And I don't have much ass left to lose. So I don't go over to Reddit. I used to get a ton of robocalls, mainly scams telling me I won a cruise. Yeah, right now I'm getting the text messages about how USPS and or UPS couldn't deliver my package. I'm also getting the calls about we need to finish your paperwork for your financial debt relief. And it's all that scammy shit. Ugh. I'll be glad when the last dregs of this cold go away. Let's see here. Let me get out of my email because it's depressing. All right. I'm all y'all's again. Reddit is a pain. I got banned from a subreddit. I really liked because they said I posted too much. It's obscure media. Who cares if I post commercials from the 90s? That's a dick move. Hey, Brian, how you doing? Okay, so the only time I've ever been on the Reddit, Shell sent me a link. This was back in 2015, I believe. And I was pretty down on myself about my career. I had released Bay's End. I had released Dastardly. No, this is 2013. Released Dastardly Bastard and Hope for the Wicked. And they just weren't selling. Bay's End was a huge breakout success. That's where I made my name. But then Dastardly Bastard was supernatural and people didn't like that. And then Hope for the Wicked was very disturbing, the El Burro scene. And then I was about to release Life After Dane. Anyway, Shell sent me a link to these people talking about how wonderful Dastardly Bastard was. And I was very happy, but then I clicked on r/Edward Lorn, and there was nothing but hate, other than that one post about how good Dastardly Bastard was. So I was just like, okay, I don't play in this field. I'm not fucking with it. I've gotten rid of nearly all social media accounts. Only Facebook and Discord are left. I guess YouTube, if you consider that social media. That's pretty much what I'm on. Yeah, I don't have Facebook though. Reddit is a pain. Yeah, you already read that. I'm on Reddit, but barely anymore. Trying to be productive, plus Reddit does not work. Yeah, that's how I feel about TikTok. Alec, that's brutal. It is. Yeah, I'm doing fantastic today, B. Brian, man, I gotta just go watch how excited. I'm still excited. But go back and watch the beginning of the video when you have a chance. It's only like the first 10 minutes that I'm talking about. I am so excited to be reading again. It's amazing. I have lots of social media, but I do almost nothing on them. Yeah, I have an account with everybody, but I don't use them. Will do. Rad. Thanks, Ryan. If you're just now joining us, please give a thumbs up, thumbs down, either one. I don't care. And make some comments. That's all I ask of you. Well, you might have missed it, but I just explained. because there was the r/Edward Lorn Reddit was just full of hate for me. I don't even know if it still exists. I don't know if people are still mad about whatever they were mad about. But yeah, they were big mad. I had in Dastardly Bastard, the book that damn near nobody's read now. I had a black woman and a white dude, and the black woman was very proper, all that kind of thing, and the white dude acted like he was from the hood. And I pissed off a lot of people with that. My favorite negative review says you can tell this was written by a cis het white man. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do about that? I can't change none of those things. Hey, what am I supposed to do about that? I've been getting too much into Goodreads. I'm like obsessively updating it. Yeah, that happens. That's why I no longer have a Goodreads. I got rid of all of that. I nuked it. All my reviews are gone, which made a lot of authors very happy. And then there was the whole drama just before I left Twitter, where everybody was like, Edward Lorn. I was killing the Edward Lorn name, and everybody was like, not everybody. It was a couple people. They were like, oh, he took it down because he got sued by an author for a negative review. I'm like, where the fuck do people come up with this? Where do they come up with it? I do update Goodreads and Storygraph a lot. It's addictive. You get in there, you start talking about, we're all readers. We all love the written word. You get on a website exclusively for the written word, and you just lose your mind. You want to talk to everybody about all the books, and we're not neurotypical, so it's excessive and obsessive. It gets to be a compulsion. I don't really scroll through it or anything. I just update what I'm reading all the time. Yeah. What I don't get about Goodreads is like, this book sucks, 3 stars. That's Goodreads' fault. If you go and you look at Goodreads thing, all the way down, the only one that is, I don't like this, is the 1 star. The 2 star is it's okay. And then it's good, it's great, it's amazing, I believe. But you only really get one. See, but 3 stars. Okay, all right, hang on. Let me explain it to you in how I look at it. Okay, let me get this right, Alec. All right, so if someone gives me a 5-star review, I win because they liked my book. If someone gives me a 1-star review, I win because you hated my book enough that it enraged you to the point with like, this book is utter garbage, worse. But I'm happy to be the worst of something in your opinion. I am happy to be the villain in your story. That's perfectly fine. Hate me, but talk about me. Okay? Hate me, but talk about me. So 1-star reviews, absolutely fucking love 1-star reviews. In fact, they're the only type of reviews that I read when I go out to shop for books. Now, a 3-star. When I see a 3-star review, that's like, meh, it's not good. It's not bad. I don't really have anything to say about it. It is what it is. That is destructive, at least to my ego. If I get something with like a 3 stars with I don't respond to reviews, but if I get a 3-star with nothing, or if they just say meh, I'm like, damn, that hurts. And I'm not like that anymore because people started doing that just to piss me off, and I find that hilarious too. So I'm not like that anymore. But given that perspective, that might be why they're doing it. Because when I brought up the fact that, a 3-star meh review is so much worse than a 1-star, that might be why they're doing it. Just saying. Yeah, but you guys review, right? Or am I wrong? 2 stars is fair. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, fair. It's, I didn't like this. Fair, good, great, amazing, something like that. Yeah, I hadn't scrolled through Goodreads in over a year. That's why I was fine nuking the whole thing. You just read on Reddit? Yes. Yeah. I understand. But it's okay. People are allowed to have their opinion of me. I like I've said numerous times, I don't mind being the villain in your story. I really don't. I don't have any problem with people that hate me. But I want that reaction. Ever since my mom used to tell an amazing story about me. When I was between 4 and 5 years old, I had this shirt that said "Ta-da," and I would literally just go running into rooms with this shirt on. Like all the adults would be talking, and I would run in and go, "Ta-da!" I like to be the center of attention. I love it. That's why I do videos. That's why I write. That's why I do a bunch of different stuff that I do. That because I'm an attention whore. I'll be completely honest with you. The only way you can really hurt my feelings is to ignore me. That's really the only way to get underneath my skin. And you guys have witnessed it. Don't talk about my friends. Don't fuck with my friends. Don't fuck with my friends, family, loved ones, any of that stuff, because I will come for your ass. Come for your ass, not in your ass. Those are two different things. Keep it PG. You don't review anymore, really? Do you save that for YouTube, or are you just done, period? My favorite website is Wikipedia. No drama, just reading about stuff. Yeah. I just wish there was a better way, not to police content, but to make sure that the content was accurate. Because so many times and I don't use Wikipedia anymore for this reason. But I have tried to do research numerous times, and the top hits tend to be Wikipedia and some other things, and I've gotten it wrong. So yeah, now I'm super paranoid about what I put in my books, and I prefer just to make everything up now, because no matter what, you're gonna piss somebody off, you're gonna get something wrong, because no group of people are a monolith. So just because I just found out BIPOC is now offensive to people. So you can't even say BIPOC anymore because it erases the individual experience, and you're just lumping all those people into one bag. So I'm learning. People learn, they evolve, they move on. So I don't use BIPOC anymore. I took that out of my vocabulary completely. And this isn't just one person that I heard talking about this. This was like a big thing on TikTok a couple weeks back about how people of color, indigenous people, black people don't like to be all wrapped up in one thing, because not only is there the individual cultures ascribed to those things, but there's also individuals in there that not a monolith. And you've said it, Ty, I've said it. No group of people is a monolith, and it makes sense. So I just don't use it. You can always refer to them other ways. Wikipedia locks a lot of pages if too many people screw with it. Well, that's good. Finished Mary by Nat Cassidy. I enjoyed it. I would recommend, but it's not one of my all-time favorites. Gotcha. What's it about, Kat? Yeah, I feel like a parrot saying that. I mean, but it's true, though. It's absolutely 100% true. You can never judge a group of people based on the other people in the group. Never judge a group of people based on the people in the group. I like that. That's a bar. Never judge a group of people by the people in the group. Never judge an entire. Let's edit. Never judge an entire group of people based on the people in the group. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna start using that. Yeah. Now we have a different way of saying no group is a monolith. Now we have a yeah. It is. I just have to say it a lot. Oh yeah, I know. Y'all, I also fucked up. Real quick, last thing I want to tell you. I fucked up bad, and I'm gonna out myself right now. I already deleted the video. So there was but I'm gonna give you context, and then I will tell you why I did it, and then I'm gonna tell you what happened afterwards. But I fucked up, and I'm ashamed of myself. So there's this trend right now with Johnny Cash's The Chicken in Black, where you hold up a cat or a dog or an animal or whatever, and you use it like a gun. There's this one lady who did that with her child, and the child's face, I'm telling you this because it was my first reaction. The child's face looks demonic. And people in the comment section were talking about, you know, what filter is this, what that, the other, all that stuff. The poor baby actually looked that way. Okay. So I did a reaction video thinking that it was a filter, and the people that were in there going, what filter is this? Were just being assholes. I didn't know that. Honestly, didn't know that, but that's no excuse. It was a child in the video. So I did a reaction post to it. So when the kid's face comes up on there, I act like I'm shocked and drop the phone, and then I peek over to look at the phone looking like I'm scared. Ali C, the author, Ali C, came onto my page and said, or it's just a poor baby boy that happens to have a facial deformity. I'm like, oh my fucking God. So I go over to the page, and super sweet kid. The kid is actually like that. Poor baby looks like that. Whatever. I fucked up, took the video down. But I was like, this, I just hope nobody else saw it. There was only like 3 likes on the video, but I didn't know. I didn't fucking know. I mean, that's no excuse. I shouldn't be picking on people, period. And that's what it comes down to. So I'm outing myself. Even if the video's gone. It didn't have any downloads on it, because you can see how many people save or favorite your video. It had 3 likes and then a comment from Ali, which I appreciate Ali so much. I didn't even explain myself to Ali. I just deleted the video. So that might not look good. She's probably going, oh, he's trying to hide it. But no, I'm not. You can direct people to this video. It'll be up. I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I thought it was like some kind of fucking filter. My apologies. But every time some trans person does something awful, I groan and go, not again, because then we all get painted that way. True, but aren't you doing the same thing? Okay, aren't you considering it the same way they are? Now, bear with me for just a second, Ty, and then we can talk about it more in depth. But by groaning and getting upset because that individual is making the group look bad, aren't you also perpetuating the stereotype that people are going to think that all trans people are a monolith? You get what I'm saying? I hope I'm saying that right. But instead of just going, look at this idiot, instead of going, look at this trans idiot. You know what I mean? I guess is what I'm trying to say. I get that, Ty, and I understand where you're coming from. I'm just like, I don't know. It's like, I just kind of, I really, and this isn't going to help anything. This is just another white dude's opinion that nobody needs to listen to. I wish we could get rid of labels. Like, I wish white people had not created race to begin with. Happened in the 1500s. You can look it up yourself. It was not a concept before the 1500s. It wasn't. Religious cult stuff. Author said she was inspired by the thought of what would have happened if Carrie grew up. Oh, you're talking about The Weight of Blood? I have The Weight of Blood. I love this take. I absolutely adored this book. And it's by Tiffany D. Jackson. But that's probably not what you're talking about, because this is an adulthood. I'm sorry. I misread. I'm not seeing one of your comments, Kat. Oh, no. I see it. Never mind. Fucking ignore all that. Never mind. You're telling me what the book's about. You're telling me about Mary. Okay. I'm sorry. But yeah, if you like the whole Carrie retellings, this Boss Moves. Fantastic book. Fantastic. So much so I have it on display over here. You can't really see it. But yeah. Yeah, Weight of Blood was fantastic, man. Shell of all people was like, really? It's about her hair? I'm like, baby, Shell didn't like Another Black Girl either. The Other Black Girl. Yeah, she didn't like that one either because of the twist at the end. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But Shell is like the first person to like call out other black folks, and like, that shit is basic. While I'm over here going, I loved it. I thought it was cool. Am I in the wrong? I don't know, but I enjoyed it. We're all human. Granted, that depends on what happens. Very true. Yes. Yeah. But yeah, religious cult stuff is I really enjoy that. Hey Zeely, how you doing? Hun, you literally came in here right as I'm about to go. Excuse me. I was only supposed to do 30 minutes. But yeah, definitely scrub back and watch the beginning of the video. You can see me be excited about books again. It's amazing. Absolutely fucking amazing. So all right, but yeah, I gotta go. I got other things I need to do. Okay, I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for yesterday. Yesterday really rekindled my passion, and I was fighting hard with this damn eyeball of mine. I was fighting hard because I didn't want to let you guys down, and I didn't want to let myself down. My inner child's like, we need to do the stuff that we enjoy again, and you guys helped me through that. It wasn't a matter of really not being able to pick a book, but holding myself accountable. Is like, I say I'm going to do this. I need to do this. I got my peeps behind me. We finna roll out. And the last thing I'll say is something that I said earlier. If you're in a reading slump, if you can't find anything good to read, maybe pick up a comfort book or something that you've already read that you really, really love. Let's get excited about words again. Let's get back to the passion that we grew up having. We all share this. Some of us came into it later in life, but we all need this right now. We all need escapism. We need some fun. We need something. We need art. We need more art, because the artists will always be the ones to save us. But until next time, I have been E, you have been you. This has been the first episode of my new reading journal series. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. We need more art. That's all.